Well, it's 1:22 in the morning a.m. on a Saturday morning. I have an event today. The event is called OpenAI Codex Meetup Nairobi, and I'm one of the panelists. And so I'm just doing my preparations here. One of the things that I learned is that before you go to speak somewhere or before you go to engage people on on something, make sure that you prepare so well, because these people have also come, they have spent their time to come to these events, and so you actually have to be so prepared so that they actually get value of what you actually want to speak about. So I was preparing here, and I have been given 4 questions. I'll just read out the questions, and then I'll give you guys the answers so that you get to know what I'm going to talk about. The first one is, from your work in AI and startup ecosystem, what separates startups that successfully adopt AI from those that don't? Number 2, how should founders think about balancing speed, product quality, and experimentation in the AI era? Number 3 is, what skills do you think developers and founders in Kenya should prioritize over the next 2 or 3 years? Number 4, which is the last one, how can Kenya position itself as a serious AI innovation hub in Africa? Good. So let's start with, how can Kenya position itself as a serious AI innovation hub in Africa? So Kenya, as a country, we already have strong foundations. Look at the government. The government right now is trying to implement everything tech. Look at the hubs that we currently have: ALX, iHub. We have, the strong foundation. We have a young talent pool. We have a mobile first generation. We have most of these infrastructures. And so to become one of the leading AI hubs, we need stronger collaboration between startups, universities, and governments and private sector players. Because if we don't get these collaborations from these different industries, the government, universities, we are going to be building without a backing. You get? So those collaborations between universities and other startups and private sectors, when they bring them together, we are going to be one of the most growing startup ecosystem here in Africa. We also need to invest in local research, look at local dialect, because I believe that one of the things that is going to make Africa so good in this AI race is because of our culture. That culture, whereby we can create models with our own language and with our own cultures. That is going to be one of our most advantage skills. And then most importantly, Kenyan founders should focus on building solutions for African challenges in sectors like healthcare, finance, and all these things. I was hearing a podcast by Dangote, where he was saying that we Africans, we're not supposed to run away from Africa to go and build out there. Come here in Kenya and build products for Kenya. The second one was, what skills do you think developers, and founders? So for developers, I would go for skills like, learn about AI integration, product thinking, automation, and distribution. Learn how these APIs work. Learn how you're going to be able to connect AI to, an interface so that people can actually consume it. For founders, learn storytelling, sales, community building, which become even more important. The local, the people who will win are not just people building the technology. They will be people who know how to position it, distribute it, and solve local problems. The second last is going to be, how should founders think about balancing speed, product quality, and experimentation in the AI era? So founders today, we need to optimize for learning speed fast. AI is going as quickly as possible. And so we are not going to be waiting for a perfect product here. Because look at it this way, a perfect product can bring a startup down or can even slow a startup down. The best approach is to launch, learn, collect feedback quickly, and improve as we go. I have actually always preached that gospel a lot. This said, quality matters in areas that are affected by trust. Remember, we are a continent where we have trust issues. Okay, I'll go to the first one, which says, from your AI and startup ecosystem, what separates successful startups adopting AI and those that don't? Startups that succeed with AI usually focus on solving a clear problem instead of just chasing hype. They integrate AI into workflows, saving time. Or, like for example, this problem, takes out 40 hours of our week. Can we use AI to now make sure that we remove it? Okay, startups that struggle often treat AI as a marketing feature. That AI is just there to help us answer questions and stuff like that. Many overbuild without validating the demand, or rely too heavily on models without understanding the customer problem deeply. It still goes back to the customer. What can the customer pay for, and what are they willing to actually use? And so see you tomorrow at Codex OpenAI event, and let's see how it goes. Thank you. See you on the other side.